So Ricky, great seeing you.
Yeah, you do.
And you built something pretty special with your Zero to Diamond Herd.
Yeah.
You've influenced a lot of agents. I hear it all the time. What you've done to help agents take the next level, and you've done it in a way that is different than the norm.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even think you charge money for what you do, which is totally disruptive into what most people think about coaching and training. But you actually produce some of the best coaching and training for people to go through. Maybe you could just talk a little bit about why did you do that, and how has that played out? Because you've been doing that for a lot of years.
Yeah, this is running on 6 years now. So when I started coaching, basically the reason I started coaching because I got kind of bored, I guess, with sales. I kind of reached the top of that mountain, and I knew that what I did was so different. The way that I did it was so different, and I actually hired a coach, one of the traditional old school coaches, and I went through the whole program, and I realized that everything I do is completely different, completely 180 of what they do, what they teach. And when I witnessed it firsthand of what they're teaching, how much they're charging, right? And all these new agents, see, with 90% failure rate, these agents are desperate. And it's really easy to influence them to pay a lot of money to teach them really mediocre skills. And I just said, man, I have to do something here. So when I started coaching, I did charge in the beginning, but it was really cheap, $20 a month, $150. I tried a bunch of different little ways and different business models. But at the end of the day, I would have 300 agents sign up for a webinar. 100 would show up, and maybe one or two would sign up. And I thought to myself, 300 agents here want help.
Right.
100 really want help. They took the time to show up, and only 2 are really getting my back end knowledge of how they could really exponentially grow their business. I said, I want to help all 300. And so that's when I went free. It hit me like a ton of bricks one night. I had about 200 agents. I was making like $10,000 a month. So I had a meeting with the 200, and I said, guys, I'm about to start. Everything that you have, I'm fixing to give to the world for free. I'm going to cut off your payments. Everybody's free now. And I was expecting a lot of those pages to be mad at me for giving away everything they've been paying for to the world for free, but they weren't. The opposite happened. They were real supportive because of the value I gave them. How much value I gave them, per dollar they spent was enormous. So they saw the vision, because I said, I can go free and I can really change the world with this. So for me, like one of the 180 philosophies is around scripts. A lot of the mainstream scripts are more about, hey, Mr. Seller, you don't know me, I don't know you, but will you sell your house so I can make some money? Right? And it's more of, hey, I'm here for me. What can you do for me? Kind of scenario. And the new agents who learn those scripts don't even realize this, putting them in a real awkward situation. But that's what they do because their coach, that trainer, that broker said, here's how you talk to people.
Right.
And what I do is I say, let's 180 that. Let's enter into the conversation, trying to figure out what we can do for them, not what they could do for us, and let them know that up front. So Zero to Diamond is not a cold calling program or a social media program or anything like that. What it is it's a communication platform that teaches agents how to communicate. I don't care if you get your leads wherever, from Zillow or KB Core or Facebook or door knocking or cold calling or network. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
I want you to know when you get that prospect in front of you, how to talk to them, right? And how to articulate who you are as a person. Because that was the problem. Mainstream scripts were taken away from who the agent was. Right. On the inside, they're this really incredible, honest, dependable, agent. But they're not basically told to be a robot. Right. The way that they're communicating is not showing that.
Right.
So what I want to do is amplify who they are on the inside, is this person who cares about their clients, and teach them how to articulate that and communicate that within the first, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, where the client says, okay, this agent is different.
Awesome. Well, I know we got to wrap up here today, but we just did a podcast here just recently, and that's on the Expansion Podcast, and so that episode probably be out here fairly soon. In fact, we need to do another podcast where we go actually deeper on it.
Dude, every time we talk, I'm like, we could talk for hours about different things. There's so much to unpack.
For sure. Well, Ricky, thank you.
Good to see you.
Me too. If you're looking for great new business advice, make sure you subscribe to my channel.